Hello, and welcome to Pirate News. I'm Joey Nardone.
And I'm Rony Jerez. On today's broadcast, we'll be covering the most important news from around campus and across the country.
We will also bring you the Seton Hall Sports Update and your 5-day weather forecast.
International Celebration Month is upon us, and Seton Hall is prepared to celebrate by hosting different multicultural events. Tipping off the month is the International Food Truck Festival. This year's theme will be Streets Culture from Around the World and will include various food trucks containing different types of foods. The festival will take place on Wednesday, October 2nd, on the Green from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m., and students who arrive early will receive a food voucher to the food truck of their choice.
Curious about technology? Well, then make sure to stop by Space 154 in the Walsh Library from 3 to 4:30 p.m. on Tuesdays. You can play with Sphero robots, print a 3D object, experience virtual reality, and place yourself anywhere in the world with the Chroma Keys green screen. For more information, contact Alex Pawaya at alexpawaya.shu.edu.
Seton Hall alumna Ashley Turner found success through the campus's Career Center and is now beginning her career with CNBC as a social media producer. Turner graduated with a bachelor's degree in journalism last year and began her journey with an internship program conducted by the Career Center. She owes the newfound success to the Career Center and strongly recommends to visit and attend programs. Coming up, the Career Center will host 2 trips to New York City for students interested in career opportunities. The first trip will be visiting Lead Dog Marketing Group and will occur on October 4th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. The second trip will be to Madison Square Garden to meet with executives and discuss internship opportunities. This trip will be on October 21st from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Students interested should contact Jorge Rivera at jorge.rivera@shu.edu.
Today, Charlotte Nichols, Associate Professor of Art History, will be giving a lecture called Napoli, Nobilissima, Naples and the Visual Culture of Renaissance and Baroque Italy. The lecture will present Naples in relation to other Italian centers, and Nicholas will also discuss her own experiences as a researcher of the shadow of Vesuvius. This event will take place at 6 p.m. in Beck Rooms A, B, and C in the Walsh Library.
Now we'll head over to Claire Wolfe with your Seton Hall Sports Update. Claire?
Thanks, Ronnie, and hello, Seton Hall sports fans. My name is Claire Wolfe, here with your Seton Hall Sports Update. The men's ice hockey team is still looking for their first win after falling to Westchester in their season opener this past weekend. Ending the first period down by 2 goals, the men closed the deficit in the second period thanks to goals by Tom Healy and Nicholas Serapiglia. Yet had trouble getting through Westchester's defense, giving them a 4-2 loss and a tough start to their season. Their next home game is on October 12th at 9:45 p.m. when they take on University of Pennsylvania at home. The women's soccer team are looking forward to their next game after a tough loss to Butler this past weekend. After an early Butler goal, it was all about answering back. Junior Atlee Fortney and freshman Jay Smith both had some good chances, but unfortunately could not find the back of the net. After 2 more goals from Butler, the game came to an end. Overall, freshman Harpa Johansdottir ended up blocking 6 goal attempts, and junior Atlee Fortney had 3 shots with 1 on goal. Their next match is on Thursday at 7 when they take on St. John's on the road. The women's volleyball team drops to 5-11 overall and 0-2 in Big East Conference play after their losses to Marquette and DePaul this past weekend on the road. Although even throughout the tough games, there were some career highs. In the Marquette game, freshman Julia Wilkins had 7 digs and a team-high 7 kills, and senior Maggie Svelbar had a team-best 23 assists and 9 digs. The neck-and-neck Marquette game ended with a 3-set win for the Golden Eagles. In the DePaul game, junior Amanda Rockwell recorded a career-high 14 kills with only 3 attack errors, a .407 attack percentage, and 2 service aces. And senior Maggie Svelbar added by recording her 5th double-double of the season with a match-high 34 assists to go with 12 digs. After an early set win, the Pirates lost the next 3 sets, giving DePaul a win of 3-1. Their next match is on Friday at 7 when they take on Providence College at home. The men's soccer team is off to a great start after beating DePaul 2-1 in their first conference win of the season. The game kicked off with sophomore C.J. Tibbling finding the back of the net off a penalty kick in the 25th minute of the first half. DePaul answered with an equalizer, making it even going into the second half. With few minutes left in regulation, Torbjorn Alseth takes a shot, And thanks to a tip-in from Elias, the men are able to clinch the first win at the newly renovated O&T Carroll Field. They're back at home this Friday at 6 for their next matchup against Creighton. And that's all for your Seton Hall Sports Update. Once again, I'm Claire Wolfe. Now back to Joey and Ronnie with news from around the tri-state area.
Missed the International Food Truck Festival at SHU? Make sure to stop by the Seton Village Food Truck Craft Beer Festival October 18th on Irvington Plaza on Irvington Ave. The festival features over 15 food trucks, including Thai, Elephant, Empanada Guy, Amanda's Bananas, and Glazed and Confused. For those over 21, the Gaslight Brewery and Restaurant will be providing a variety of New Jersey beer, cider, and wines for purchase. So bring your friends and family for a fun evening.
28 teachers have lost their teaching licenses since August 1st for inappropriate behavior. New Jersey is under the microscope and being demanded for improving the hiring system for educators all over the state. Offenses committed by the teachers range from helping students cheat on the park exam to sexual abuse and drug charges. Governor Phil Murphy signed the Pass the Trash legislation last year to prevent fired teachers with bad records from seeing employment in the education system again. However, this seems to be ineffective since there was a teacher who was arrested and fired twice for inappropriate content and still found a job in another town.
A contractor is admitted to stealing over $450,000 from homeowners who needed property repairs due to Superstorm Sandy's. George LaRosa failed to meet contract agreements with 19 families and is now ordered to pay back the homeowners. LaRosa took money from people in Stafford, Lacey, Long Beach Township, Toms River, Ship Bottom, and Little Egg Harbor.
The search for the missing 5-year-old Dulce Alaves enters its third week as investigators continue to pursue possible leads after she went missing on September 16th at Bridgeton City Park. Dulce is speculated to be taken by a man in a red van, and officers urge the public to remain observant and report any information that may help find Dulce. She was last seen buying ice cream with her mother, 3-year-old brother, and younger relative at a convenience store and was taken to Bridgeton City Park. The suspect was described as a clean-shaven Hispanic man with a thin build and was seen leading Dulce to a red van with a sliding door. The search remains as the only national Amber Alert case.
Now we'll head over to Cameron Boss with your 5-day weather forecast. Cameron?
Thank you, Joey. Hello, Pirates. I'm Cameron Boss here with your 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. Today, we will see partly cloudy weather with a high of 79 degrees and a low of 68. Tomorrow, we'll see more cloudy weather roughly all day with a high of 89 and a low of 56. Thursday will be rainy with a high of 64 and a low of 58. Friday, we will see even more partly cloudy weather with a high of 65 and a low of 45. And on Saturday, the usual New Jersey combination of clouds and sunny weather with a high of 63 and a low of 45. Well, that does it for your 5-day weather forecast. I'm Cameron Boss. Now back to Joey and Ronnie with your news from around the country.
Thanks, Cameron. In national news, over the weekend, SpaceX CEO and notorious billionaire Elon Musk revealed the company's new stainless steel Starship rocket that could potentially be orbiting in space in less than 6 months. Musk also gave a presentation on the most powerful rocket in history and discussed the Starship's advanced design as he commented that the use of stainless steel was, in quote, by far the best design decision of the company. This announcement is just the latest in many news prototypes and rockets that SpaceX plans to launch into the atmosphere in the coming years.
California is the first state to allow college athletes to be compensated. Student athletes in Californian universities will be allowed to earn a profit from their name, image, and likeness beginning in 2023. The pay-to-play law was signed today, September 30th, by Governor Gavin Newsom and is expected to have great implications on college sports and athletes. The law will allow student athletes the ability to accept endorsements, be paid for autograph signings, and hire agents, which are all prohibited under the current NCAA rules.
Forever 21, the popular mall-based fashion retailer aimed at teens, tweens, and young adults, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, joining a growing list of apparel outlets to fall victim to competitive online market pressures. The California-based company may close up to 178 U.S. stores, according to the court records in the records filed in U.S. Bankruptcy Court for the District of Delaware. The company detailed possibility store closures, but emphasized that it does not expect to fully exit any U.S. major market. The company's leaders also plan to keep operations in Mexico and Latin America, while shutting down stores in Asia and Europe.
There have been at least 10 deaths in an Ohio county due to drug overdoses in the past 26 hours. Dr. Anahaya Ortiz issues periodic alerts on overdose deaths and states this phenomenon to have an unusually high number of deaths. Ortiz warns that fentanyl can be mixed with cocaine and methamphetamine and can prove to be deadly combination for those who are consuming the mixture. Ortiz recommends that family and friends carry Naxalon or Narcan to counter the effects of an opioid overdose.
This concludes our broadcast of Pirate News. Once again, I'm Joey Nardone.
And I'm Rony Jerez. Thanks for watching and have a great day.